Guys, and thanks for watching. Today I want to talk to you about what percentage of your income should you spend on housing, savings, retirement, food, utilities, all those things. Because I read a lot of articles and watch some videos and like where people talk a lot about you should spend like 25 to 30% on your housing, and let me see, 10% on utilities, 12 to 25 on food, and 2 to 5 on transportation, which is like maybe, I mean, does your expense depends on your income? I mean, if your income goes up, doesn't mean you're gonna need more food, doesn't mean you're gonna need more, I mean, you're gonna need to increase your usage of your utilities. I mean, does this even depend on each other? I mean, yeah, some jobs like you gotta spend more because you gotta buy certain clothes. Some jobs you gotta drive farther and you gotta spend more on the gas and car and everything. But you know, those things are like so unrelated to each other. I don't know why people even why would they even come up with those percentages. And you know, like for example, housing, 25 to 30%. Okay, the cheapest decent place around here in California, in the area where I live, would, even if it's an apartment or like not even a house, but like just a rent or something, that could feed a 5 people or any like smaller size of family, it would cost at least $1,000 a month for rent, and maybe about the same if you actually buy a house now, because actually even more because the prices went up now. So if it's gonna cost us $1,000 a month, does everybody make $3,000 a month at least? No. Most people I know, they don't make that much. So what do they have to do? Be homeless or what? I mean, you know, people make all these numbers and like guidelines. You have to spend this much, you have to spend this much. You should consider your needs, you know, because depending on the area where you live, the cost of the houses or housing would be different, you know. Different places, cities, areas have different cost of housing. You can maybe rent same house here for twice more than somewhere in the middle of nowhere where there's no people. You know, and size of your family also matters, because if you're just one person, you need less space than if you have 5 people in your family. And some families are like have more people, they need even more space, you know. And just because they have more kids, it doesn't mean their income is more, you know. They just need more stuff. And like the amount of food people need, it depends on a lot of things, you know. It depends on cost of food in your area, then how many people you have, even what age of your kids are, because if you have like babies and toddlers, they need less food than like teenagers. Because I see that now, because my son, he's 13, he just turned 13, and he's taller than me, and he's getting like as a big an adult, so he needs a bigger portion than some of the adults. So and you can't compare him and some 2-year-old child, you know. They're not gonna need the same. Plus, you know, different kids, they need different amount of money to spend on them. Like I think the older they get, the more activities, even their clothes cost more, you know. Like the prices, the cost go up, because, and then once you have them in college or you know, they're gonna need some kind of car to at least start a work or a job or something, you know. Everybody, I'm just saying, like, everybody is different, everybody has different needs, everybody has different likes or priorities, or, you know, everybody lives in different areas. The costs are different, and you can't just say that, okay, everybody's got to spend this many percent on housing, this many percent on food, this many percent on clothes, because, you know, and even if my income would go up, it doesn't mean I'm gonna start spending more on food, or we're gonna move into a more expensive house or something. You know, people are so used to making their expenses depending like how much their income is, and it shouldn't be like, okay, I earned more this month, I gotta spend more. It shouldn't be like you should spend only like as much as you need, as much as you can get away with, you know. So if you read those articles and say you have to spend this much on this and that stuff, and you're not, and you feel bad, don't feel bad, because those articles are probably written by people with high incomes, and, you know, they have to restrict themselves, otherwise they spend all their money on, I don't know, eating out or something. So please let me know what you think about those guidelines and percentages you should spend on your certain categories on your budget. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day.